thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power.
Get it down, boys. I've got myself in a bad habit of wanting to always fish slow. I guess that's because of the nature of the beast of where we fish at. I'm at Grayson Lake, which, if you've ever been here, it's not the greatest place in the world to fish. But I feel like that I'm shooting myself in the foot here by not taking advantage of this morning bite. I've thrown slow baits up until now. I threw a buzz bait a little bit a second ago, but I'm gonna burn this bank up with a buzz bait here and see what I can get accomplished. It's supposed to be fairly overcast all day, 65% chance of rain, so might be a potential if we can get on a bite, whether it be a buzzbait bite or some kind of spook or something like that, that it lasts all day. So that's what I'm gonna try. I can always come back and fish slow deep, so that's my game plan right now. Typical Grayson Lake bass there. It's a spotted bass. It's probably 12 inches, which is a keeper here. But Lewis County, they only measure 15-inch bass. So not a bad one. Come off that stump. Buzzbait. This is a 3/8 ounce black buzzbait from the tackle box. Not a giant. Maybe not even a keeper, even for a spot. That's a start, boys and girls. That's a start, boys and girls. If I could talk. See if we can't get in here and get another one. A little bigger this time. Fish schooling out here in the middle. I don't know what they are. There's some stripers in this lake. Could be them, but I'm gonna go out here and see if I can't get one to bite. Little spots are chewing, boys. A largemouth on the old Ned rig. 33 feet of water. Crazy. Not a keeper, but they are getting bigger. This is that Do It Mold weedless Midwest finesse jig. weedless Ned rig basically. Throwing a copper truce Z-Man TRD on it. I don't want to grind this thing out. I would much rather catch them cranking or whatever. But Grayson Lake is really tough this time of year. I keep beating this bank up because I know there's fish here. I'm just gonna go back and forth for a minute, see what I can do. Again, I've come down this bank. This makes the second trip down. I was throwing a buzz bait. Had a bunch of small little spots busting on it, and I was catching them. And again, if I was fishing for 12-inch spots, that might be what I would do the rest of the day, but it'd have to be 15 inches to weigh them here for Lewis County. So I'm just going to finesse it up down this bank, get to that point again, throw some big baits out on that point, see if they're out there. I think later in the day they're going to pull out there. But the sun not being out today may or may not affect that. I would say that it's going to affect it a lot, because normally when the sun comes up and gets out really hot, warms the water temperature up pretty high, and fish go deeper, which is what that spot is out there. But right now I'm fishing, again, this bank is a true bluff wall here, about 34 foot underneath my boat. Just got that little largemouth on this Ned rig. Again, I don't want to grind it out, finessing all day, but if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Little baby on a crankbait. This is a chick magnet. Throwing a little flat side. Throwing this on one of my favorite crankbait rods ever. This is an 866C CBR Deep Flex. This thing is amazing. This is a Loomis IMX Pro 866C CBR Deep Flex is what it is. Again, throwing this little about a 6 to 8 foot diving crankbait here in a shad pattern. Well, so far it's been typical Grayson fishing. I fished this point in this deeper bank here for 2 hours now. The tournament started at 7:30, 9:30 now. I'm gonna go back in this creek a little bit, throw a wacky rig and a shaky head and a spinner bait to see if they're potentially back in these creeks a little farther. Water temperature is 77 degrees, so I don't feel like they should be real far into the fall transition period right now. But, you know, I've been wrong a lot in my life, and today could be one of those days. Got a nice, super day for fishing. Low pressure, got some misting rain going on right now. We should just be absolutely crushing a fish, and I've caught 5 or 6 small dinks, nothing to write home about. No, not even a keeper, obviously. Again, I'm gonna fish back in this creek right here for a minute, and if the rain starts picking up, I want to put my rain suit back on, or put it on for today. But I'm gonna go back in here and see if they're maybe back in this creek a little farther. In this, maybe they're pushed back in these creeks. Just trying to build a pattern right now, and like I said, you can see the rain around me probably hitting the water. This is the most rain we've had all day so far. But we should just be absolutely killing them today. It should be an amazing day fishing. And it probably is somewhere. But you know how Grayson is, it's really tough. So again, I've thrown a lot of slow baits. Caught a few fish on a crankbait. Most of my fish have come on a buzz bait, but they were really small. So rain's picking up, get my rain suit on, go back in here, see if I can catch one. And if I can't, then I'm gonna go back down the lake and try to hit probably Bruin Creek, see what's in there. And then if I don't catch any fish in Bruin, then I'm spending the rest of my day out here on the lake, or on the main lake. So rain's coming down, rain suit's coming on. Let's see if I can't catch one before 3:30. Bigger fish, but he still ain't 15. I'm gonna measure him just in case, to give him the benefit of the doubt, but got that on a wacky rig, but this is a Cinco that I pour myself using a Do It 4-inch Cinco mold. Not a bad fish. Won't measure him, but he ain't 15. Inches. Pretty little spotted bass, but he ain't gonna cut it. Man, that's a pretty little fish. Spotted bass are just one of the most beautiful fish on the planet, in my opinion. Look at the markings on that dude. That's awesome. Again, throwing the Midwest, or the weedless Midwest Finesse jig head that I poured from Do It. This is it's a Z-Man TRD and copper truce. Does pretty good at catching them, but they're got to be a lot bigger than that. Baby largie. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but there's a heron there at a giant shad. So my baits might be a little too small. That shad was 7 inches long, probably. I don't know if you can see it. He's got his throat all bulged out. Still swimming in his throat, actually. That's crazy. Big old gizzard shad. Well, there you have it, folks. Starting to rain again. Fished my literal rear end off. I never caught a keeper. I think I caught 10 or 11 today. I didn't bore you guys with all the catches because they were nothing but dinks, but sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. Today we were the bug, and that's why they call it fishing and not catching. So I'm gonna go home here. Washed my truck last night, so I knew it was going to be a 100% chance of rain today, and that is 100% true. So I'm going to wheel her on back to the house, get ready to go back to school tomorrow, and get back to this thing I call life. So appreciate you guys sticking around for this episode of On Another Line. If you can, get out there and lean on them. We'll see you next time on Another Line.